Title: She said she wasn't that kind of girl. Then I found a video from the night of my friend's wedding. She said she wasn't that kind of girl. No random hookups. No drama. No going back to exes. She always told me she was about loyalty, how she hated liars, cheaters, those kinds of people. The ones who couldn't control themselves at parties. The ones who mistook love for attention. I believed her. But one night, while I borrowed her phone just to find mine, I found a video that changed everything. And it was filmed on the exact night she said she was too sick to come to my best friend's wedding. This is the story of how I learned the girl I trusted most betrayed me while I was raising a toast, and how her friends helped her keep the secret. Let's call her Jenna. We met at a friend's board game night. She wasn't loud, wasn't flirty. Just smart. Funny in a quiet way. She destroyed everyone at code names and quoted obscure movies. I liked that she didn't try so hard. She told me she was looking for something real. That she hated dating apps. That she hadn't been with anyone in over a year. I'm not that kind of girl, she said the night we first kissed. I don't do drama. I don't do messy. I should have known then. Because people who aren't something don't usually need to say it out loud. We were together for about a year and a half. I introduced her to my friend group. She got along well with everyone, especially my best friend's fiancée, Rachel. The girls would hang out separately sometimes. I thought it was great. Jenna said it was nice to be part of a healthy friend group for once. She even bonded with my buddy Mike, we'll get back to him later. Then came the wedding. My childhood best friend, Tom, was getting married. I was the best man. I had a speech ready, custom cufflinks, and everything. But the night before, Jenna said she wasn't feeling well. Migraine, said she didn't want to ruin the day by throwing up or looking pale in photos. I offered to stay behind, but she insisted I go. It's his big day. I'll just rest. I'll be fine tomorrow. She kissed me, told me she loved me, and I left for the hotel. The wedding was beautiful. The kind of thing you know you'll remember even when your hair turns gray. I FaceTimed Jenna during the reception. She looked tired, makeup off, dim lighting. I told her I missed her. She said, "You look handsome." Sorry I'm not there. I believed her. That night, I gave a toast about loyalty. About friendship. About how love is choosing each other, especially when it's inconvenient. Jenna texted. "You made me cry. I'm so lucky to have you." I never imagined she was crying for a different reason. Fast forward 3 weeks. We were at my place. Watching a movie. She asked if I'd seen a funny TikTok, then tossed me her phone to look it up on my account since hers was acting glitchy. I typed in the search bar. The keyboard froze. Trying to fix it, I swiped up. Accidentally revealed her app tray. That's when I saw her hidden gallery app. Not the Photos app. One of those vault apps disguised as a calculator. Curiosity hit before caution. I tapped it, entered a random code, 0000. To my shock, it worked. And there it was. Videos. Dozens of them. I opened the most recent. The sound hit before the image. Her voice. Moaning. Then her face. Blurry at first. Then sharp. Her hair tied up. Wearing a black lace top I'd never seen before. She was not alone. The camera angle shifted. It was Mike. My friend Mike. The one who offered to walk her home after parties. The one who told me she's a keeper, bro. The date on the video? The night of Tom's wedding. The same night she said she had a migraine. The same night she sent me a text during my speech. The same night she told me she wished she was dancing with me under the stars. She was moaning my name while looking into his eyes. I felt sick. I turned off the phone and stared at the floor like it could explain everything. She was in the kitchen pouring wine, humming. I called her name. She came back, glass in hand. Smiling. Then she saw the phone in my hand. Unlocked. Open. Her face went pale. I said nothing. Just handed it to her. She sat down. Tried to speak. Stopped. Opened her mouth again. It was a mistake. That was the first thing she said. Not "I'm sorry." Not "I'll explain." Just. It was a mistake. I asked her how long. She said it only happened once. I showed her the other videos. Different angles. Different locations. It didn't happen once. It happened at least 6 times. While she cried and stammered, I quietly airdropped the videos to my own phone. All of them. I didn't know what I'd do with them yet, but I knew better than to leave them in her hands. She begged me not to tell anyone. Said it would ruin her. Said Mike had a girlfriend, Rachel, and that this would destroy 2 relationships. As if I didn't matter. She tried to spin it. Claimed she had a breakdown. That she felt lonely. That I was so perfect it scared her. Then came the guilt trip cherry on top. You know I'm not that kind of girl. I laughed. Out loud. I couldn't help it. You literally are exactly that kind of girl. She cried. Said she'd get therapy. Said she'd delete the videos and prove herself. I told her she had 10 minutes to leave. She left. But that wasn't the end. A week later, Rachel messaged me. Said she heard we broke up. Jenna told her it was personal and mutual. I didn't respond at first. Then Mike texted me. Said he was sorry if things got weird. Didn't say why. Didn't admit a thing. Just vaguely sorry. That's when I snapped. I sent the video to Rachel. One clip. Just enough to show faces. No nudity, just enough to kill the illusion. 10 minutes later, she called me. Crying. She thanked me. Said she'd had suspicions but never proof. She dumped Mike the same night. That's when things got really messy. Jenna's friends started unfollowing me. One posted a vague story about men who can't handle mistakes. Her cousin messaged me saying I was ruining lives for clout. Even Rachel got backlash from Jenna's circle. Apparently I was bitter. I was petty. I should have let it go. Funny how the victim becomes the villain the moment he speaks. And they didn't stop. Anonymous DMs. Group chat screenshots. People tagging me in breakup memes. One of her friends called my workplace pretending to be my ex and accused me of revenge porn. Thankfully my boss knew what I was going through and shut it down immediately. The final straw? Jenna's mom messaged me. Said I had no right to destroy a young woman's future over one mistake. That's when I said enough. I took a deep breath. Went through my photos. Organized the clips. Covered my legal bases. Then I created a Dropbox link with selected footage, again, no nudity, just proof of deception. And I sent it. To her group chat. Her parents. Her friends. Her cousin. Even her favorite influencer friend who was defending her on Twitter. I didn't say anything cruel. Just wrote. Since you all had so much to say, here's what actually happened. Judge for yourselves. Then I logged out. The silence afterward? Beautiful. Suddenly, the subtweets stopped. The fake DMs ended. People started apologizing. One of her closest friends, the one who mocked me with memes, messaged. I had no idea. I'm so sorry I called you bitter. Rachel sent me screenshots of her inbox, dozens of messages from people who had seen the proof and felt fooled. But not everyone flipped. Some doubled down. One girl said. We all make mistakes, that doesn't mean you get to publicly shame her. Right. Except I didn't post it online. I just defended myself in the only language they seemed to understand, receipts. I'm not proud of what I did. But I'm not sorry either. Sometimes the only way to stop being the villain is to show them who the villain really is. Like and subscribe for more real confessions they never thought would be told out loud.